Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so I believe by the time I end up uploading this video, the banner will already be out, but the BAMBI QUILGE and EBERN banner are going to be running from the 8th to the 18th, so if you are curious, mid-month should be out by then, the mid-month news and whatnot. I will say though, I doubt it'll be anywhere near as good as this banner, because to be honest, every single one of these characters are very good, especially for what they do. EBERN is a very good potion farmer, BAMBI is a excellent GQ character for the Captain Ranged Week, and QUILGE is just an absolute monster overall in basically anything that isn't like a ranged GQ, because he's melee. So that's, without further ado, let's hop into the banner. This is the banner format, whatever this is, the steps, and yeah, if you guys enjoy, the like button, subscribe, and let's go. So the filler, literally none of these characters are realistically that great. BAMBI, Candace, and Askin have not gotten resurrected. Kenpachi is a pretty good damage link, but he doesn't have recharge, so it's kind of just not really that great anymore. It used to be one of the better links for the hard guild quest, but nowadays you want a damage boost like full stamina damage or strong attack damage or something along those lines, and then a recharge such as like the Byakuya link, but he only has 10% recharge, but it's still a pretty good link. But that's really all these two are used for. And then Yama also has a full stamina damage link, if I'm not mistaken, with 12% recharge. So that's very good, and he's not a bad character, it's just that, you know, he's kind of outdated. But these three should be getting resurrected hopefully soon. I don't know the exact layout or the timeline of when they'll be getting resurrected. Kind of hope they get resurrected by around core 3, but you never know. Hopefully Ashen gets really good then, or maybe we'll get a remake by then. Either way, yeah, they're not resurrected. So if you do end up summoning, these three would be a pretty good pull just because of the link aspect, and then they also resurrect, so you can get the extra 75 orbs from the resurrection. Now, in terms of these characters, I do think it's worth going for QUILGE. BAMBI, she is basically only usable in one guild quest, and that's about it, so that's why I wouldn't really recommend summoning for her. Like, specifically, obviously you can't, like, you know, go for one of them, but I'm saying, like, if you have QUILGE, I think you can easily skip this banner, but if you don't have BAMBI, it's like, okay, what are they wrong? If you don't have QUILGE, you might want to summon on this banner, but if you have BAMBI, or if you don't have BAMBI, it's just like, is it really worth it? I don't know. And then EBERN is just one of the better link slot farmers in the entire game, just because of what he gives. He ends up giving coin drop, crystal jewel drop, and then where is it? Oh, the potion 5 plus 5 is the link. That's where it was. And then technique droplet drop plus 30%, and technique droplets plus 10. So he's nowhere near as good as Senjumaru, I won't lie, but he is good for what he's there for. He doesn't need to have insane damage because of like IT or anything. He just does good damage. He's very good in ER and Inheritance Zone, which is mainly where you'll be bringing him, because he only increases your link slot potions. Or if you really want to, this is basically what I do, I just use 8th Anniversary Ichigo, slap this guy on as a link, and then for ER I slap a droplet link on him, and then a damage one, and then I go on my way. Or if you're in IT, you can slap him on there, and then a bunch of last ditch and full stamina damage, and then you just auto away, and that's usually what I do. I just carry people that way, and then they bring their own full stamina, or their own super potion link character. It's very unfortunate that he doesn't actually have super pots, I'm not gonna lie. Would have preferred that over these two links. I hate that. I hate these two abilities. I think they're useless. The crystal and coin drop, to be honest, like, it's not that big of a bonus. I couldn't care less for it, especially the crystal and jewel drop. It's like, whatever. At least coins, it's like, yeah, I need gold. You can just use, you know, regular crystal or jewel drops, to be honest, but it is what it is. Would have liked super potions on him, but oh well. He's still a very good farmer. He does pretty good damage. He has the frenzy plus 2, berserker plus 40%, and then if you inflict last rate, he does 60% more damage to those enemies. So pretty good, pretty good. But yeah, that's mainly the only thing about EBERN. He's just a really good link, and he's a pretty good farmer overall. So, oh, you know what they could have done? They could have removed this garbage. This garbage skill. Remove this skill. It's so dumb. Just give him super potions and he would have been amazing. But there is always just like one character that I'm just like, I don't really want to summon for them at all. But it is what it is. Now into BAMBI. Very good character in terms of the Captain GQ week. But outside of that, it's just like, also, what the hell? Where's her SA3? Either way, She has a link of 30% full damage inflicted at full stamina, burn on all of her strong attacks, and then wherever the hell her SA3 is, or maybe that's the SA2, I'm not too sure. Either way, one of them is missing. She has bombardment, so yeah, it's so unfortunate that she has weakened defense and bombardment, and it's like, why really, considering the GQ has that immunity wave in between? Like, I guess she does a lot of damage, so if you're jumping into a power wave, maybe you can weaken defense them, and then just hopefully nuke them down, or maybe you just want to one-shot the speed wave, something like that, but it's still just like, I don't know. Bombardment is kind of just a useless skill at this point, but she does have pretty good damage. She has Devastation plus 60, Frenzy plus 2, increased chance against speed attribute enemies. She has the Spiritual Pressure boost. Does she have no Berserker? Why? Why do they do that? Take out the bombardment or damage to burning enemies and give her a Berserker value or something, because yeah, okay, I mean, she's still good. She's still good for that GQ, but it's like, outside of that 1 week where they like clumped all the enemies together, it's like, it isn't like that insane. I still just use 6th Anniversary Aizen. He still does fairly well, except on Nightmare GQ. Nightmare GQ, then yeah, obviously you're gonna probably need Bambietta. I believe she's the only other Captain Range killer that could do it. Maybe Aizen if you have your sides max transcended, but she's still good. She's still good. It's just that I wouldn't personally recommend summoning for her. Now, the main character for this banner is QUILGE. He's exceptional in literally everything. Inheritance Trials, IZ, Epic Raids, Guild Quest, Limit Breaker, and just regularly autoplay. Mainly because of his Rampage ability. He has a Frenzy plus 2, and then he has the SP boost of 80%, and then full stamina damage at 20%, or 20% full stamina damage. And then he has the Heart Attribute Recharge of 20%, which is mainly helpful in IT and Epic Grades. Not Epic Grades, the Limit Breaker. So, yeah, very exceptionally broken character. And he also has Drain, so you can auto extremely easily. And he has one of the best strong attack kits in the entire game. So that also helps him. So you can just auto and go on your way. Obviously not in like IT or anything, but like he does very good basically everywhere else in auto, like point event and whatnot. So, you know, you can just get right back up to full stamina and away you go. Very, very broken character. Probably the best probably the best heart character in the entire game. So if you don't have him, I can definitely understand why you would want to summon on this banner. I wouldn't recommend going past step 10, to be honest, or at least just save orbs for end of month. I'm going to imagine it's going to be a power or a technique character, though, since I guess how they're doing Limit Breakers, they're doing it in a pattern. And the year was Mind, January was Heart, and then last month was Speed, so I have to imagine it will be Power or Technique, so hopefully we actually get a broken one of those. I can't wait till they somehow fumble them. Oh, love that. But yeah, he's absolutely broken, and it's crazy because they can definitely power creep him easily, give him 2 killers, give him an extra status summon such as weakening or paralysis or something, and then literally just give him a higher berserker value instead of like, or a higher debilitator. They could just give him an extra soul trade as well, like how they did with Unohana. They could do so many things to make an even better QUILGE, and it's still crazy how broken he is. So yeah, if you want to, you can definitely summon, because the QUILGE is absolutely insane. I don't know. I think this banner is definitely better than the Ikaku banner, because it has Gin. Like, I think Gin just has absolutely no use in the entire game outside of just being a cool looking Gin. Rukia isn't that great in GQ. Like QUILGE can literally solo his GQ at 1 out of 5, except maybe not Nightmare. I know very hard GQ he can, but I don't know about Nightmare. Ikaku is just a better link slot farmer because he provides super link slot potions, unlike the EBERN. That's like the only difference. So I just think that this banner has more value, but obviously just summon for your favorite characters. I will be skipping. I kind of want to go on the first 2 steps just for a chance at getting a QUILGE dupe, because once he's at 2 out of 5, that's when I'm like, okay, I'm fine. I don't need any more dupes in these characters because they're absolutely broken. Or I could go and try to get a Bambietta dupe. Meanwhile, I'm not really like the biggest fan of the character because it's only like 1 GQ. It still would help a lot in that 1 GQ, because, you know, I would like to eventually get into like higher A League, because we're like A League rank 2 every single week, and it's kind of annoying. But yeah, and I believe they're literally all 1-5. They're literally all 1-5. So getting an extra dupe on any of them wouldn't be that bad for me. So I might just end up going 2 dupes. I forgot they're all literally right here. So yeah, if you guys do end up summoning, let me know down below how your guys' summons go. Hope Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and best of luck if you do consider summoning. Take care, and peace out.